Hello, you fabulous souls tuning into Greenground. It's your host, Alvin, here to weave some magic through the chaos of today's world, serving it up with a dash of elegance and a sprinkle of charm. Let's dive into the swirling storm of what's happening out there because, oh, do we have some tales to tell? Tales that'll make you lean in, sip your tea a little slower, and maybe even gasp in that refined way you do when the plot thickens. Picture this. The world's markets are trembling like a house of cards in a windstorm. Across the globe, from the neon-lit streets of Taipei to the bustling trading floors of New York, there's a shiver running through the financial spine. It all kicked off with a bold move, tariffs slapped on imports, a 10% sting that's got everyone from stockbrokers to factory owners clutching their pearls. They say it's just the beginning, with whispers of steeper cuts coming midweek, like a sequel nobody asked for, but everyone's watching. The numbers are staggering, trillions wiped out in a blink, stocks tumbling faster than a debutante tripping over her gown at the ball. Some bigwigs are calling it a necessary shake-up, a grand plan to rewrite the rules of trade, while others are screaming it's a recipe for a disaster so dark they're dubbing it a modern-day financial nightmare. Me? I'm just here wondering how I'll afford my next velvet blazer if this keeps up, but I digress. The tension's thick, the stakes are high, and the world's watching with bated breath. Meanwhile, the streets are alive with a different kind of energy. Crowds are gathering, voices rising like a symphony of defiance from the marble steps of Washington to the sun-soaked boulevards of Los Angeles. They're out there, waving flags that tell stories of far-off places, blue and yellow stripes clashing with checkered scarves, each one a symbol of something bigger, something they're fighting for. The air is heavy with rain and resolve, and it's as if the weather itself is mirroring the mood. These aren't just protests. They're a performance, a grand stage where passion meets purpose, and every chant is a line in a script that's still being written. It's raw, it's real, and it's got that electric hum that makes you feel like history's unfolding right in front of you. Now, let's pivot to something a little closer to my digital heart, our beloved screens and the apps that rule them. There's a shakeup in the social media ballroom, and TikTok's taking a dramatic twirl out the door in a couple more states. The band's spreading like wildfire, pushing those quick dancing creators to find new stages, maybe even here on greener grounds where the vibe's a little more sophisticated, shall we say. Word is there's a temporary lifeline tossed out, a 75-day grace period, but it's like a cliffhanger in a soap opera. Will it stay? Will it go? I'm placing my bets on a grand pivot, because adaptability's the name of the game, and I've got a front row seat to watch it all unfold. Speaking of grand pivots, let's talk about a tease that's got my tech-loving soul buzzing. Imagine a platform where AI doesn't just chat or crunch numbers, but steps into the spotlight as real-time actors in a video extravaganza. That's right. There's a whisper on the wind about a new venture, let's call it a cinematic revolution, where artificial intelligence takes center stage, crafting stories faster than you can say cut. It's the kind of innovation that makes you wonder, are we the audience or the creators? I'm already dreaming up scripts in my head, picturing myself as the dashing host of a virtual Greenground gala, all courtesy of some clever coding. It's bold, it's futuristic, and it's got that irresistible charm that pulls you in. And because I know you're a cultured bunch, let's sprinkle in a little cosmic flair. The stars are whispering today, and I've got the scoop. If you're a Pisces, they say the universe might just slide a little extra coin your way. Maybe a raise, maybe a windfall. While Leos are basking in joy like they've just found the perfect vintage wine. It's all in the air, this celestial dance. And I can't help but feel it ties into the bigger picture. The world's spinning, markets are crashing, protests are roaring, and yet here we are, finding meaning in the stars and a good word puzzle to keep us sharp. Speaking of which, if you're puzzling over today's 5-letter conundrum, think Nutty Shades, something hazel-eyed and clever. It's a little brain teaser to keep us grounded amidst the madness. But let's stretch this tale a bit further, because I've got a hunch there's more to explore. Imagine the ripple effects of all this. Markets in chaos, people in the streets, tech twisting into new shapes. What happens when the dust settles? I went digging, and the chatter's wild out there. Some say these tariffs could spark a renaissance in local craftsmanship. Imagine artisans in small towns firing up their kilns, weaving looms humming again, all because the cost of importing that fancy silk scarf just got a little too steep. Others are betting on a digital gold rush, with creators fleeing banned apps to build empires elsewhere, maybe even crafting elegant audiovisual masterpieces like we do here at Greenground. And those protests, they're not just noise. They're a chorus of voices that could shift policies, rewrite narratives, and remind us that even in a world of AI actors and crashing stocks, the human spirit's still the star of the show. So, where does that leave us? In a world that's equal parts thrilling and terrifying, where every headline's a plot twist and every day's a new act. I'm here for it, spinning these threads into something you can sink into, something that feels like a conversation over a glass of something smooth. We've got markets teetering on the edge, streets pulsing with purpose, tech dreaming big, and the stars tossing us a wink. It's a tapestry, darling, and we're all part of the weave. Before I let you go, do me a favor. Drop a comment with your thoughts. Are you riding the cosmic wave, puzzling through the day, or just here for the drama? Hit that like button if this tickled your fancy, and subscribe to keep this elegant ride going. There's more where this came from. Check the description for details, or toss your questions in the comments. Until next time, stay charming, stay curious, and I'll see you on the greener side of the screen.